Hi friends, are you ready to play a game? Okay, close your eyes. Can you guess what I'm doing? Could you guess? What do you think it was? Did you guess clicking a pen? I'm doing it into the microphone now. Is that what you guessed? For those of you who got it, well done. I'm very impressed. And for those of you who didn't get it, it's okay. Sometimes it's hard to know what things are without seeing them with our eyes. And that reminds me of a story in the Bible. You see, after Easter, Jesus showed himself to his disciples and to all sorts of people for days and weeks. In one story that we can find in the book of John, chapter 20, Jesus shows up to see his disciples, but one of them is missing, Thomas. And so when Thomas comes back, his friends tell him the Lord was here, and Thomas doesn't believe them. Thomas, in fact, says, unless I am able to touch his wounds, touch the holes in his hands and his feet, and touch the sword piercing in his side, I will not believe that he has come back to life. And so let me read you what happened. Starting in verse 26. A week later, his disciples were in the house again, and Thomas was with them. Though the doors were locked, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here. See my hands? Reach out your hand and put it into my side. Stop doubting and believe." Thomas said to him, "My Lord and my God." Then Jesus told him, "Because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed." You see, Jesus was telling Thomas and telling his friends that there would be thousands and millions of people who would come to believe in Jesus as their Lord and Savior and come to know the truth of the resurrection without ever having seen Jesus. Can you imagine believing in, I don't know, your dog or leprechauns without ever seeing them? And yet that's what we do in our belief in Jesus. And Jesus calls us blessed. We are blessed by Jesus because we believe without ever having seen him. Now, friends, we will see Jesus someday. But right now, when you experience doubt like Thomas, I want you to remember Jesus' words that you are blessed because you believe without ever having seen Jesus in the flesh. And trust that someday you will see him, because Jesus' resurrection was not just for his own body, but it was for ours too. Jesus is going to make things right in this world. Jesus is going to heal everything and everyone, and we will have perfect new bodies, just like Jesus. Friends, this is the truth, and I hope you believe it. And I will see you next time on Bible Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. See you soon.